Is Wet n Wild cruelty-free? Hey guys, it's Allie. So today I'm going to be talking about something that has recently hit the internet in the beauty community. There have been posts all over Instagram claiming that Wet n Wild is a non-cruelty-free brand, and this has taken over a giant controversy, and today I'm going to be explaining a little bit to you guys about it. Also, I will be sharing my opinion on the subject. I'll show you guys screenshots of what I'm reading to you guys so you guys can understand like the sources they came from. I'll give you guys some background on how I came to this subject. I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across one of my favorite YouTubers' Instagram stories that posted this post that I will be reading to you guys. So this post says, incredibly saddened by the news and confirmation that Wet n Wild beauty products are indeed sold in mainland China, where animal testing for cosmetics is required by law. A summary simply isn't enough to explain everything that's happened, brought to light, and how Wet n Wild was caught lying about selling in China. I'm going to address this post and my opinion on it. Just because you sell products to a country that allows animal cruelty testing doesn't mean your brand isn't cruelty-free. For example, it's like if, for instance, you make vegan sandwiches and you sell them to a butcher shop. It does not mean that your sandwiches aren't vegan. It just means that they're being sold at a butcher shop, and it doesn't have anything to do with your product. It just has to do with where it's being sold. So that's my opinion on that matter. I feel like, why are we upset that a certain product is being sold all around the world? So I just feel like that's a little bit like, you know. So just because a makeup company sells to a country that does not support cruelty-free products does not mean that the company itself is not cruelty-free. However, the subject that they do bring up of caught lying about selling in China, that I wouldn't know. But like I said, I mean, products are sold all over the world. Are we really gonna get upset over selling products in a certain country when I'm pretty sure everyone from everywhere in the world wants to have beauty products? So there was also a blog talking about this subject, and I will put the screenshot over here. They write, Wet n Wild's presence is mainland China, more specifically Shanghai, has been confirmed to me by multiple sources who have the products in person in stores, and I've also gathered proof. I'm shocked that a brand that markets itself so heavily as being cruelty-free would manipulate their customers and lie to them about their presence in China. To this day, Wet n Wild is denying selling in mainland China. So, long story short, this blogger got a message from somebody that follows them saying that they found a Wet n Wild kiosk in a Chinese makeup store. And I'm gonna show you the picture that is also like in that blog. Even in this blog, they say China does have an issue with counterfeit beauty products. They say that the display looks official and so do the products themselves. But let's be honest, a lot of counterfeit makeup products look very official. For example, if you guys want to take the James Charles makeup palette, the fake James Charles makeup palette looks like so similar to the original and real makeup palette that it's really hard to tell the difference just by looking at something. You really need to go take the product, look in the back, read the ingredients, read all the copyrights of everything of that product, and not just look at just the exterior of the product. And like, that's the problem with this picture of the Wet n Wild stand. The thing is that no one has any like actual evidence that these are the real products of Wet n Wild. No one has like taken any pictures of the ingredients, of the like comparing the real product to this possible counterfeit product. So I'm just saying that it's still speculation. There isn't exactly proof that this stand that was found in Shanghai is the real Wet n Wild products. So yeah. They go on to say the Chinese government may still require animal tests performed on cosmetics. Even though Wet n Wild is made in China, all cosmetics sold in China may undergo tests on animals post-market as of May 2019, when these pictures were taken. I'd like you guys to keep in mind where these sources are coming from. This was posted on a blog. When I go down to the end of the blog, I don't see any reference links of proof. Let's be honest, anyone can test any products on animals. China may undergo testing, but Wet n Wild, the company themselves, don't. So let's say, for instance, I go back to my analogy with a sandwich and a meat shop. Let's say, for instance, when I made my sandwiches, they were never tested on animals. I never gave my sandwiches to my dog. I never gave my sandwiches to my bunny. I never tested my sandwiches on an animal. And I, for instance, sell my sandwiches to this butcher shop. In that case, I cannot really control what they do with my products because I am not watching them 24/7. And if they decide to feed my sandwiches to their dog or their bunny, that's not really in my control. Using that analogy, I just want to say that it's just an example for you guys to understand that just because my sandwich, was given to somebody else, it doesn't mean that what they do is my fault. So even if cosmetics sold in China are tested on animals, it's not Wet n Wild's, fault that they do it. I can go to the store, buy a Wet n Wild product, and put it on my cat and test the product on my cat before I test it on me. So I'm just saying that that's not Wet n Wild's doing, it's my doing. On a side note, I don't even have any pets. I don't have a cat, I don't have a dog, I don't have anything. And I do not support animal cruelty at all. I do not support animal testing. I do not support any cruelty of a sort. So I just wanted to tell you guys that much. Those were just examples to show you guys that these statements are very iffy. Maybe this whole blog is just a giant opinion, but I don't know. In the post, in the blog, it says, whether or not the brand is aware that their products are being sold in Chinese stores, the risk of animal tests exists there, and Wet n Wild products might have been tested on animals. Yes, but so can anything else. You cannot just, again, with my sandwich theory, you can't blame the company or the product for something else that someone else is doing. Because it's not the company that's doing it, and it's not the product that's done it. It's the person who bought or held the product. That is who's accountable, not the company. Now, I'm going to read to you guys a post that Wet n Wild put up on their Instagram story. It says, a message from our brand. Wet n Wild does not test on animals. Wet n Wild is a global brand for beauty lovers, inclusive of all ages, ethnicities, skin colors, ideologies, and economic statuses. Cruelty-free has and will remain a key pillar of our brand. In 2018, Watsons began offering our products to beauty enthusiasts in China via pilot program with 30 stores. Wet n Wild products sold in China are domestically manufactured in China, as such do not require animal testing. Since 2014, China no longer requires animal testing for domestic, non-special use cosmetics. Wet n Wild products were able to enter the Chinese market, maintaining our commitment to providing customers cruelty-free, high-quality, on-trend products they can feel good about buying and wearing. As a trusted leader in cruelty-free beauty, we continue working closely with Chinese government and all governments to adhere to our strict guidelines for cruelty-free beauty globally. Right then and there, that's a statement that Wet n Wild put out, and this post pretty much debunked the whole controversy and the whole speculations of the accusations that people are saying about the company. And if you're gonna say, but Allie, I don't believe the post that Wet n Wild put out. We're not talking about a YouTuber that is trying to save their butt. We're not talking about a small mom and pop shop. We're talking about a giant corporate company. So this company has been through the beauty industry for multiple years, probably even decades. There are laws claiming that you cannot falsely advertise your brand because that is illegal. So putting out a statement that isn't true or claiming that a product is cruelty-free when it's not is illegal. And if that was the case, this company would have been shut down a very long time ago. With that being said, obviously, if there was something wrong going on, it would have been stopped a long time ago. Did Wet n Wild lie about selling products in China? In my opinion, I don't really know. Is it a crime to sell your product in another country that has different laws? No. You can sell your vegan sandwiches at your local butcher shop as much as you want. The end. Concerning the kiosk that they found in Shanghai, is it real? I don't know. The point is that no one actually investigated, no one actually went in and looked at these products to see if they were fake or real. And quite honestly, there is no proof of anything. There's no concrete proof that these are real. Remember guys, always check your source. Always make sure that the source that you're hearing things from is legitimate and it's not just hearsay. So my point being is that, so what? There are makeup products in other countries. It's always been like that. And if they did claim that they did not sell products in China, then maybe this was a claim that was made a long time ago, and maybe they have changed since then, and people are probably not looking at timeline either. And finally, is Wet n Wild cruelty-free? The answer is yes, the products are cruelty-free. There are thousands of makeup companies that are not cruelty-free, that are not vegan, and these companies still thrive on the beauty market. If Wet n Wild really wasn't cruelty-free, they wouldn't put it in their brand. They wouldn't claim it at all. A makeup brand does not need to thrive off being cruelty-free, because Lord knows a bunch of brands still make millions and millions and millions of dollars without being cruelty-free. So the point is that a large company like Wet n Wild doesn't need to lie about this kind of thing. And as I said, false claiming, false advertisement is illegal. So pretty sure no legitimate, long-lasting company that's been so long on the beauty market would ever jeopardize or lie or do anything illegal for that. Anyways, so there you go. There's my opinion on the whole subject. I, for one, do believe that Wet n Wild products are cruelty-free because they have never, ever had any proof of any sort that they are not. No one has gone in on a factory of Wet n Wild and checked to see or filmed any animals being tested on. There is no evidence, there's no actual proof that they're not cruelty-free. And as everyone could agree, it's innocent until proven guilty. And again, it is not a crime to sell your product. As I said, like with my sandwich analogy, it's not a crime to sell a product to someone else, even if they don't have the same moral values as you. If the butcher wants to buy my vegan sandwiches, he can. If I don't want to sell my vegan sandwiches to the butcher, that is my choice. But maybe, just maybe, I don't sell my vegan sandwiches to the butcher, and someone else copied my vegan sandwiches and sold them to the butcher. So, like, all analogies aside, do I believe that Wet n Wild products, there's anything wrong with them? No. I think that they're great products. They're not very expensive. They work. They're awesome. Like, I love Wet n Wild's products. And I personally believe that people just jump into conclusions without having any facts. A lot of the times people just go like, oh my god, I heard something from somebody, it must be true. But without like physical evidence, without actual proof of anything, where are we going with it, you know? So to summarize this video, I just want to tell you guys that always consider your sources. If this post came from a journalist that actually went to Shanghai, investigated, took all these pictures of these products, read all the ingredients, made sure that this was a real product, then I would say, let's see the proof. And you know, there we go, you go from there. But it's all speculation. There is no proof, and Wet n Wild is cruelty-free. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay loyal, stay royal. Bye, guys!